and welcome to Into the Fold, a show where two best friends share their love of Leigh Bardugo's Grishaverse chapter by chapter and occasionally challenge their friends to a trivia smackdown. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Juliana, and this week we are joined again by Lucera and Danny of Sombro y Cuervos, which I probably pronounced wrong for like the 50 millionth time.
Yep.
Oh, okay, I was close. Okay, good.
Yeah.
But we have our lovely friends back, and it's been way too long since the last time they came on. We've already determined that.
Way too long.
Way too long. But we're so excited.
The last time we were here, my wife and I weren't even pregnant. Now we have an 8-month-old baby. That's how long it's been.
That's amazing.
The last time we did this.
It's amazing and it's scary at the same time.
What have you been up to?
What have we been up to?
Yeah, well,
we
we finished both books on the Alex Stern trilogy.
Oh, okay.
We are now
nice.
reading The Familiar. So
Yeah.
we've been loving it. Actually, it's a great book, right? So
yeah.
we've been up
Have
to
you
that.
guys finished The Familiar yet, or are you just reading it as you go?
No.
We're halfway
We're
through
in
it, a little bit over the half of the book, and
chapter
it's
38.
it's been very
Okay.
interesting because both Hellbent and The Familiar, it's the first time that we read it, so we are theorizing as we go, which is something that we weren't able to do with the previous books because we had already read by the time we did our episode. So yeah, that's been fun.
So you're flying blind on this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what your review at the end of the book is, because I will say The Familiar was good, but it's definitely not my favorite Leigh Bardugo book. So I'm excited to hear what you guys have to give it as a rating at the end.
We were commenting at the very beginning that we have read, or at least I have read several like mixed reviews. Like some people absolutely love it, and then some other people it was a very mid book. So far, I think we've loved it.
Okay.
I mean, not as much as probably the other, like the Six of Crows duology, but it's been interesting. It's
I think what do we give
Also,
it,
we've
Jeff?
been
Like
reading it in
7?
Spanish. So
Okay.
Yeah,
I feel like
I
it'd
think
be
we
better
agreed it was like a solid 7. I think maybe I gave it like a 7.5.
I think I give it like a
out of
6.5.
10.
I decided on like a 7 collectively.
It was just familiar enough that it felt like a Leigh Bardugo book, but it was also different in a lot of ways, and I gave her credit for that. Some of it just didn't gel in my brain, and it isn't because I'm judging her for doing something different from what she usually does. It just, some of it wasn't quite working for me. Like, have you guys noticed that it changes every time it changes perspectives without warning? You have to keep up with each character's nicknames for the other characters. Yeah, Juliana pointed that out, and I
had
said,
a really hard time.
That's what was bothering me.
There were no distinct like in Six of Crows. It's like this is a chapter from Kaz, or this is a chapter from Jesper, and everyone from Kaz's perspective is still like Jesper and Edge and Wylan, and if you switch over to Matthias, everyone goes by the same names. My challenge with The Familiar was that if we were the Scorpion, then everyone else had different names. If we were the main character, everyone else had different names. And everyone had like 3+ nicknames, depending on which character you're switching. And there was no distinct, like, okay, now we're getting it from this character's point of view. So I just like having to, do the mystery game of who was talking and then figure out who they were talking about based off of the context clues was just too much of mental gymnastics for me. And I was just like, I can't, like, this is stressing me out. Like, I mean, the storyline was good, but like that portion of it is the reason that in my head it's like a 6.5, because it was just so confusing to like just comprehend a lot of the time. So
yeah, we actually did discuss that because there was a point where we actually didn't realize that we were making this abrupt switches.
Yeah.
Until I think it was one between Lucia and Santangel, and it was like, oh wait, hold on a second, and it was on. It's not even a different paragraph; it's like in the same narration. Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
I think we're getting used to it by now.
At the end, I was like kind of used to it, but it took me till at least halfway through to even realize why I was having challenges reading it.
Yeah.
So, which is weird because Leigh is usually very good at like treating character distinction, and it was just it's kind of just an odd thing that I'm kind of hoping she either clarifies or doesn't bring into future books, because the rest of it is great. So
I want to go back and reread it now that I know what I'm up against.
I
Or
kind of
now
want to
that I
the
know
audiobook.
a little bit more what to expect, now that I can kind of prepare and maybe get in the right headspace, maybe I can just relax and enjoy the narrative a little bit more. Because when you read anything like that for the first time, you're taking in a lot. You're taking in a whole new world, new characters, the way the information is communicated, the different themes. This is what happens when you do a podcast about books, by the way. You think about books this way. You kind of sacrifice the ability to just read a book because you like reading a book. You overthink everything. At least that's how it has happened for me. But I don't know. Maybe I was like this before, but now I'm like this with a microphone.
No, I totally feel you. Like I'm reading a book just for fun, and I'm still thinking like, oh, I maybe should like highlight this part because then we can discuss it. And I'm like, no, we're not discussing this particular book. So yeah, it gets in your head.
Friends and listeners, everyone who is watching us, hello. We are going to be moving into our Trivia Smackdown. In the first corner, we have Jeffrey. In the second corner, we have Lucero. Third corner, we have Danny. And fourth corner, we have Juliana. It is a Smackdown for the ages.
So many musical references today.
Yeah, I love it. But listeners, we are going to be doing some Trivia Smackdown for Six of Crows, the actual Six of Crows book, not the whole duology. And each of us, in themed fashion, will be doing 6 questions from Six of Crows because we felt that that was appropriate, given that there's a 6 in the title. And then we will just see who the winner is. We have some backup bonus questions, I'm sure. I know I have at least one. All of us usually bring at least one with us, just in case there is a tie, except for Joffrey, who did not, but that's okay.
I got nothing.
I made sure I brought a backup bonus question.
Hey, you asked me for 6. I got 6.
That's fine.
I did
that was
the
minimum requirement.
I tried to have like one per chapter, and there were like 11 chapters.
I was going like, I was kind of going in that order, and then I realized I was like on chapter like 20, and I had 3 chapters that I wasn't even going to touch. But then I was like, oh, I can't touch all the chapters anyway. So I just kind of did my thing, you know. We're just out here doing our thing.
That part was a struggle for me because I realized I have 12 chapters and 6 questions. That means I will be able to use 50% of the chapters at my disposal. So do I do that, or do I just read through all the chapters, and if all the questions are in the first half, then fine.
Yeah.
And I won't say which one I did.
Okay, we'll find out then.
What I will say is I tried. I said this last time, and it didn't hold up as much as I wanted it to, but I genuinely tried to come up with very tricky questions, because this is how we do this now that we know how we do this. This is our style of trivia. Yes. I tried to make this deliberately difficult. I wouldn't do this to strangers, but I will do this to friends.
I feel like I made mine a little bit easier than I have in the past. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's fine.
But since I'm up first, shall I go ahead and share my screen?
Yes, share your screen with us. Anyone who is watching the video back, we each have a little, per usual, PowerPoint presentation that we've created. And so I'm excited to see everyone's PowerPoint presentations.
Yes!
Guys, real quick, it's saying host disabled participant screen sharing. So whoever's hosting this thing might need to go in and enable screen sharing.
I don't know if that's Danny or Lucero.
Yeah, that's Danny.
Come on, Danny, be an enabler.
Try again. Yeah, it's.
Oh, there you go, Jeff. You got it.
Oh, that's so
it's
pretty.
So pretty.
Wow, look at you bringing in some.
You guys can see now.
Focus on collective stuff too.
Why, yes, Juliana, thank you so much for bringing it up. This is, in fact, the album cover for Sinners and Saints, a Grishaverse-inspired album by the Bookish Songs Collective.
That's amazing.
As our listeners will know, I got to do a show with some of them at LeakyCon. It was magical, and I just wanted to throw this in there because it's such a beautiful background. It's on theme with what we're doing, and it gives me a chance to continue to encourage people to listen to the Bookish Songs Collective because I absolutely adore all of them. So, shall we move on with my questions?
Bring it on.
Go for it. Yes.
Alrighty. Question number 1. Which wall was used hovering around when he was supposed to be on duty?
Oh God, Jeff.
A, the north wall. B, the southeast wall. C, the northeast wall. D, the southwest wall.
Damn, you did
Let me
win
know
for the
when
hard questions.
I told
I
you.
love juice, but I can't
told
remember.
you. So
I
I've
feel
got
like
at least
my
one
questions
question in
are
here.
not quite as hard as this, I feel like.
Okay, so that means I've got at least one question in here that accomplished the goal. I
feel like
did
if the
job.
rest are like this one, we're gonna be in trouble. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
so
definitely.
on the count of 3, hold up your answers.
Yes.
1,
Yes.
2, 3. Okay,
Oh,
so
we all said
everybody
C.
says the
Oh, we all-
northeast wall, and the answer is B, the southeast wall.
Oh,
None of
no.
you get anything, and
That's
I
sad.
am great at trivia. Let's just
You
stop here
are.
and agree to that.
That's
Yes.
it right now. Jeff is up
I
I
think
can
there.
vouch for that.
I will say I wanted to come in hot and start with like the hardest thing I could possibly think of. So some of these will probably be at least a little bit easier to guess, even if you don't completely know.
Okay.
So moving
Fair.
on.
Yeah.
Question number 2. The eastern entrance of the exchange features a great arch with 3 words carved into it. What do the words mean? A. Prosperity, industry, tranquility. B. Industry, ingenuity, prosperity. C. Integrity, perseverance, prosperity. D. Industry, integrity, prosperity.
I think I know. I have a good guess on this one, I feel like.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
All right,
me
count
too.
of 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. All right,
Oh, yeah, that's the
everybody
D.
says D, and you are correct.
Yes.
The answer is
Yay.
industry, integrity, prosperity. And for anybody playing along at home, the words are engent, which means industry, vorhent, which means integrity, and alment, which means prosperity.
In a made-up language.
Well done. So now everybody gets a point.
Yes.
Question number 3.
I'm taking
Kaz
keeping score.
Brecker was first arrested at what age? A. 8, B. 9, C. 10, or D. 11?
No idea. I'm just gonna guess this one.
I see Lucero's like gears are turning, trying to, because you're sure you know, you're just trying to dig it up.
I'm
I
between 2 options, so
I'm just straight up guessing.
pretty sure Danny knows the answer.
Danny
I'm
looks
between two
pretty
options
sure.
too. I'm
Okay.
guessing because I have.
Yeah.
I remember the passage, but I cannot remember the number.
I have
Okay,
my options.
so
here.
all right, everybody on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, I got A, B, and D. So Danny says A, Juliana says 9, and Lucero says 11.
Yeah.
And none of you get any points.
Dang it.
No, I have stumped you again. The answer is 10. He was first arrested at the age of 10.
Yeah, see, I just guessed
Surprising.
9
I was
because it's my
surprised
favorite
that
number.
it took him. I wanted that one because I knew that was a moment that I had picked out ahead of time. I'll admit that because I knew that when he first encounters Jan von Eyck, he's going over his criminal record and he says how old he was the first time he was arrested. So I wanted that question, but when I got to that point in the book and he said 10, I said, seriously, 10? I thought it was before that.
I thought I was between 8 and 11, but then like 8 sounded like crazy.
I mean,
I just went with 9
technically,
because my favorite
he
number.
did get arrested between 8 and 11. So if you put it that way,
Yeah.
he's right.
Wild child.
All right, so I've gotten through half my questions, and you all have 1 point. So I'd say we're off to a pretty good start so far.
Yeah.
Question number 4.
Yes.
This might be my favorite question. Complete the line. Being angry at Kaz for being ruthless is like being angry at A, the sky for being blue, B, water for being wet, C, a mule for being stubborn, D, a stove for being hot.
I don't have any real rationale why I'm going to guess what I'm going to guess, but I'm just going to guess it.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
All right, everybody guesses up on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so Lucero says A, Danny and Juliana say D. So Lucero thinks it's the sky for being blue, and Juliana and Danny think it's a stove for being hot, and Danny and Juliana are correct. Being
I had no
angry at
rationale
Kaz
for that.
Ruthless is like being angry at a stove for being hot. And my only disappointment
eyes just went
there,
towards that one.
My only disappointment with that question is I thought at least one person would choose a mule for being stubborn, because that seemed like the most accurate metaphor of all the ones I made up. It's okay. So, as it stands, I think that would put Danny and Juliana at 2 and Lucero at 1.
That's correct.
So, we got 2 questions left in my set. Question number 5. What does Wylan use to draw the map of the ice court? A, parchment paper. B, butcher paper. C, tracing paper. D, sketching paper.
I have 2 of them. I had that this could be, but I'm just going to guess one.
Well, it worked for you the last time, so maybe
I'm gonna go with the most obvious one, but it's probably like, I feel it's so obvious that it's probably gonna be wrong.
See, I'm curious which one is the one that's obvious, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna count to 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. So again, we got different answers. Hang on, keep them up for me. So Juliana says butcher paper, Danny says tracing paper, and Lucero says sketching paper. And the winner of this question, at least, is Juliana.
Oh, yes. Okay. I don't know why. That one just felt like the most out of place.
What even is
that one caught funny in my ear, because I thought, really, butcher paper? But then again, butcher paper is something that would be available in large quantities, and he'd probably be able to get it cheap, or someone would be able to get it for him. So it's probably easier to get that than a higher quality paper that's actually meant for writing.
That one felt the most janky to me. That's why I went with it.
That one just caught my ear weird when it said butcher paper, and I was like, butcher paper. Oh, wait, duh, butcher paper. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, my last question. Question number 6. Inej gets away from Uman using the tiny blades hidden where? A, in her boots. B, in her gloves. C, in her knee pads. D, in her hair.
Between 2. Okay, I have a guess.
Yeah, me too.
I gotta regret this. I don't know.
Or option E, she just holds her breath and tiny blades pop out of everywhere. It's called the hedgehog. I wish. That. All right, answers up in 3. Yes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so again, Juliana and Danny are on the same wavelength. They say in her boots, and Lucero says in her hair. And the answer is in her knee pads.
That was the one I wasn't thinking was it.
That's why I wanted that one, because she when she uses the tiny blades in her knee pads, I'm like, she talks about how her knee pads are usually for like scaling walls and stuff. But then I said, of course she's got tiny blades there. She's probably got them everywhere. Ooh,
that's amazing.
And that was
but she kicks them right, like with her knee. Yeah.
Did we see that on the show? Was that ever shown?
I don't know. No, we don't see. They might have incorporated it somewhere, but this is the scene where the harbor is blowing up and they're trying to get away onto the ship.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we don't get that scene because they canceled the show.
Yep.
And I'm fine. Anyway, so Danny, you're keeping score, I think. So where are we at after our first round of questions?
I am keeping score. So Danny has 2 points.
Sorry, I thought...
Yeah. No problem. Danny has 2 points so far. Juliana is at the top with 3, and I'm at the very bottom with 1.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I'm at the very bottom because I haven't answered any questions.
Yeah, but you're justified. Like, I feel like I have no way to redeem myself. But let's see.
Okay, I am next. I am the next set of chapters. Here we go. Let's see what we got. Okay, can you guys see that?
Yes.
Yep, I can see.
Can you see that? Oh, okay.
We didn't see anything.
Okay, not looking
we didn't see anything.
Oh, it's so pretty.
I got some crows for us.
That's so
Yeah. So I have
like velvety.
Yeah, they kind of do that. They pop off the screen in an interesting way. I liked the colors of this too. So I was like, okay, this is giving Six of Crows vibes. I'm here for it. So I have chapters 13 through 24. So I did also identify where the question came from. So we'll just get rocking and rolling, and we'll get into the first question. Question number 1 from chapter 13. What is the last thing Inej says to Kaz before they are attacked in chapter 12? And in parentheses, I wrote, Kaz reflects deeply on this in this chapter. He's thinking about this very deeply in this chapter. This is why I chose it for this one. The choices are A, say what you did. B, say what you really mean. C, say you're sorry. Or D, say it again. So let's see. Do we all have guesses? What do we think it is?
I've got a guess.
Yeah, I think I have this one.
I think, yeah, same.
Okay, I'll count us in. 1, 2, 3. We have 2 C's and a B. So the answer is C. Say you're sorry.
Yes. So
it's biscuits.
Danny and me, right?
Yep, you guys both get a point.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, Kaz is thinking about this pretty much all of chapter 13. So that's why it happens technically in chapter 12. So Jeff, you have no excuse for not knowing this. And but he's like thinking about it for a really long time in this chapter. So we went with that one. Okay. Next question. From chapter 16, what can be found in the basement of the ice court? Is it A, the prison and the incinerator? B, the kitchen and the laundry? C, just the prison? Or D, the laundry and the incinerator? What could it be? What is hiding in the bottom of the ice court? Oh, baby. Are we all ready with our... We have a guess?
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe.
1,
Maybe.
2, 3. I see C, D, D. And the answer is D. It is the laundry and the incinerator. So that means Danny and Lucero each get a point. Jeff is still batting a 0.
I thought that was the basement of the prison that they break into so they can break out of it so they can get into the ice court.
No. This is at the base. The very basement of the ice court has the laundry and the incinerator in it because there's a whole discussion about like what levels things are on. So this is what is found in the basement of the ice court. You may argue with me and Jeffrey, but the facts are the facts, and that is it. So it is what it is. Okay, next question. I'm so sorry. From chapter 23, what is the name given to the spreading of disease that killed Geordie? Is it A, the Queen Lady's Plague? B, the Plague of Ketterdam? C, the Plague of Justinian? Or D, the Antonine Plague?
Okay, this time I'm actually sure I know the answer.
Okay. Do we all have a guess?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. We have A. Yes, this one is A. This is the Queen Lady's Plague is the name of the plague.
Excellent.
That kills Geordie and almost killed Kaz. So, okay. Next question from chapter 19. What does yellow protocol mean at the Ice Palace? Does it mean that there is a prison break? Does it mean that there is a sector break? Does it mean that we are all doomed, quote unquote? Or does it mean a sector disturbance? The yellow protocol, what does that mean?
That's a good one.
There are many protocols. This is one of them.
That is a good one.
I read it like yesterday or something.
I may or may not have just pulled all the definitions of all the protocols into this question.
I'm hovering between 2 here, but I think I'm just gonna guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess too. I can remember.
Yeah, I feel like it was mentioned in my chapters, but I can't recall.
Yes. Okay. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. What do we got? B, D, D.
Oh,
and the answer is D. It is sector disturbance.
Yes.
There's another.
That was luck.
Yeah. There's another quote that one of the other protocols is a sector breach and a prison break. So I thought We Are All Doomed would just be a fun one because they're having this conversation between them all. So, that's that. But it looks like it was Danny and Jeff each got a point, I believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. Also from chapter 19, finish the quote. I need to move us around a little bit so I can read the quote a little bit better. Okay. It's not natural for someone, sorry, it says from, but I meant to say for, so apologies for that. It's not natural for someone to be as blank as they are blank, and yet here you blank. Is it A, dumb, wide, sit? B, stupid, tall, sit? C, simple, tall, stand? Or D, stupid, tall, stand? And this is a quote from our very own Nina Zenik. How do we think the quote goes?
I feel like this is one of the most iconic quotes from Nina, so if I get it wrong, I'll feel very bad with myself.
It's also on the show, so
yeah.
I can read it. I can read it with Danielle's voice.
Okay, you guys ready?
I'm ready. Yeah.
Yes. 3, 2, 1. D. Yes, it is D. Yep. It's not as natural for someone to be as stupid as they are tall, and yet here you stand.
The only reason I reasoned that, I knew it was stupid and tall, but then I thought it wouldn't make sense for it to be sit, because you don't usually remark on how tall people are when they're sitting.
Yeah, I was thinking this might throw you for a loop, but I guess it was too easy. I forgot it was in the show too, so that's my bad. Okay, next question we got. Oh, I gotta click back on this again. What is the title for part 4? We go into part 4 during these chapters, and what is the title of part 4? Is it the plan, the trick, the mission, or the trouble? A, the plan, B, the trick, C, the mission, or D, the trouble. The title for part 4 of Six of Crows. We enter part 4 in this section of chapters. What is it called? What could it be? Do we have a good guess? This is our last question, too. Okay.
I think my guess makes sense.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. I have B, D, and C. So the answer is B. It's the trick.
Nice.
Yes. So that is, and that was all the questions that we had for that section.
Okay.
So is that
was
way
a
you guys
good
don't see my?
round.
I feel like it was okay. I have a bonus question too, just in case we need it. So just clicked off so that we know we'd see the bonus question. Ooh, baby.
Whew. So far, Jeff has 3 points. Danny has 1, 2. Danny you got all of the questions right on this section, right? So you had 8 points. Juliana has 3 points, and I have 5 points.
Okay, so
that's pretty cool. Yeah,
that's great.
Go for it, Danny.
Does anybody happen to remember who won our last couple of trivia smackdowns?
I think you did.
Redmond. I don't think I don't think it was me.
I might have won one, but I definitely did not win more than one, I don't think.
I mean, we can always go over the previous videos and champion the final champion.
I'm pretty sure that
B99.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'm confident that Danny won at least one of the other ones.
Yeah.
I think I won the first one, and then I think you won the second one, and I don't remember
who might have
won the last one.
I don't think I have won any.
Did I win the last one? I don't think I did. I don't remember though.
We'll take a look.
Let us know.
We have the videos,
and we'll have to look it up. And you know what? We'll put that up on our social medias, and we'll tag you guys in it so that everybody knows that we're keeping track from here on in.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
So, are you ready for my questions?
I am not.
Bring it on. I need more points.
Okay. You see my screen now.
That's a pretty background.
Yeah. Got some nice feathers there.
Yes. All right. So I have chapters 25 through 35, and it was really fun making these questions. So here we go. This is the first one.
Oh gosh.
How long was the rope Ines was carrying during the climb through the chimney? A, 70 feet, B, 60 feet, C, 100 feet, or D, 30 feet.
I know it's between two of them. I just don't know which one it is, but I'm just gonna guess.
I have no freaking clue. I don't even know how long a feet is.
If this question is any indication of where we're headed, we are all in very big trouble.
I don't know how many centimeters it is. It's about a little over 30 centimeters.
Okay.
It's like 6
that doesn't
inches,
help.
I think.
Why are
more
you
than 6
thinking
inches? I don't know.
Crazy.
We don't use feet.
Just gonna wing it. Yeah, we use a metric system.
Yeah, which makes more sense than using feet, to be honest. So shame on America, honestly.
It does. Change it, guys, please.
Okay,
I'm just gonna wing it.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So Jeff says B, Juliana says A, and Lucero says A. And the answer is A, 70 feet.
Yes.
I knew it was either 60 or 70, but I couldn't remember which one it was. So
okay,
cool.
Okay. During the climb, Ines recalls her knights waiting for her in the Fairlane. In what order does she name them?
Oh, come on.
A, Peter, Maria
God.
Anastasia, Vladimir, Lisabeta, Sancta Alina. B, is it Maria, Vladimir, Peter, Anastasia, Lisabeta, Sancta Alina? C, Sancta Alina, Lisabeta, Felix, Maria, Vladimir, and Peter? Or D, Maria, Felix, Peter, Margareta, Lisabeta, and Sancta Alina?
Just gonna have to guess this one.
You are an evil
This is
person.
crazy, Danny. Come on.
I know. I had so much fun.
Yeah,
I
I'm
hope
gonna-
the other ones are not as hard, but yeah.
I'm gonna
Are
go
you guys
for
ready?
Yeah.
All right. So 1, 2, 3. Jeff says B, Juliana says B, and Lucero says D. And the correct answer is A.
Oh, it's A.
Maria, Anastasia, Vladimir, Lisabeta,
Ugh.
and Sancta Alina. Yeah, she always ends
See,
naming
I
the,
knew it was Sancta
the
Alina
nights
was
as
the
Sancta
last
Alina.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I knew,
the
though.
ones that get me are these ones, and I think we all have at least one question like this, where it's not the you don't know the information, it's what order does the information get presented in the
that's
book.
cool.
Mhm.
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, so no one got it.
Yeah.
No one got it. Okay, so the third question. Which one is the correct translation from Fjordan to English of the following phrase? Desgenet gel commenden. B. Bititain gels wills it so. B. Stop gel commands you to. C. Stand down gel wits it so. Or D. Stand down gel commands it so.
Yeah, this one I think I know.
I don't.
I think I know this one too.
Because this
Okay.
is one of those ones where the language is just so not what you would say if you actually said it in like regular English to someone. You have to
Yeah.
like know like this weird formal phrase.
Yeah, I'm between two options, so hopefully.
Okay,
I'm
so
ready.
okay, 3, 2, 1. Jeff has C, Juliana C, and Lucero D. And the correct answer is C.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one I knew because the Del, I always call it Del in my head.
Yeah.
I can never get over that this god's name is Gel. When I heard the audiobook for the first time, I literally like almost peed myself laughing because I was like, why did they name their god Gel? Like that is wild, and the fact that it's also spelled DJEL is just absolutely wild to me too. So
Well, if
Gel.
we ever get a chance to interview Lee Bardugo, we'll make sure to add that to the list of stuff we want to ask her.
Yeah, tell her that Julie almost
Yes.
Peter Pants laughing because the god's name was Gel, and it was spelled in a wild way.
Totally. Okay, so next question is the elder clock began to sound how many bells when Jesper started weakening the links of the chains to trigger Black Protocol? A. 9 bells and quarter chime. B. 11 bells. C. 10 bells and half chime. Or D. 10 bells.
Yes, this one again.
And that's a good thing to ask.
Yes.
I would guess.
Yeah, no, I'm
No
gonna
idea if
guess?
I'm right,
Yeah.
but it feels like the right answer.
Okay, so if you guys are ready, 3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Okay, we have Jeff A and Juliana Lucero C. So let's see the correct answer. I don't remember which one was. D.
D.
So
Ah,
no one
dang
gets
it.
no one gets the point.
Man,
Darn it.
These are really hard.
Yeah.
these are really hard.
Bad news is I think mine are kind of similar to that.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no.
think I know that I'm already gonna lose because I'm gonna lose because that's the points are not helping me.
Oh god, there's no way I can answer this one.
Oh,
Okay,
you. Yeah.
Come on.
Wyland sings this part. You know, it's memorable. I
No,
think.
it's not.
It's in a
Take
made-up
your-
language that doesn't exist, and it's words that make no sense.
Maybe
I'm
we
sorry,
should let her
it's-
read the question.
You gotta read the question. Yeah.
Okay, complete the Fjordan national anthem. Skirten Fjordan Kenden Jertseng. And it continues. So A. Torbigen is Trimarket Fjordan. Lenden B. Lenden Insen and den Guanten. C. Strike maar fjorden insen en den wanden. Or D. Lenden insen fjorden stem.
Yes.
How do you even come up with the other 3 answers?
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
are they made up words or?
No, they're not made of word. Everything is in fjorden, actually.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I will tell you the trick after I
Do
reveal
you
the
do you
correct
have like a
answer.
Fjorden dictionary?
You like control
No.
find on the PDF just to find other phrases in Fjorden.
Okay,
Well,
I
that's
had an
been a great
answer
idea in
and
the
then I
past, but yeah.
changed it, so we'll see if that was wise.
I have my
Do
guess.
you have?
I'm gonna go with my first option. I'm
Okay,
ready.
so 1, 2, 3. We have Jeffrey and Juliana with B and Lucero with A. And the correct answer is B.
Yeah, that one sounded correct when you
Oh,
said it out
okay.
loud.
Jeff gets one. Yeah, the way I made the decoy answers for this one, I took the phrase Fjordell Night. I think they mentioned it somewhere when they arrive at the escort. So I took that
You
phrase
split
and
it up,
mixed
kind
it up there. And then the other phrase, the Fjorden Sten, it's something that I think Matthias says to another soldier, to another
Okay.
Bruskela. So yeah, it's from there.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
When you said it out loud, it sounded like a melodic phrase, like with the cadence and everything. So I was like, oh, okay, it has
Yeah.
to be that one.
That was why I changed
Yes.
my answer, because I recognized this Dreimarkfjorden one, but then I was like, London is the end of London. Okay, that one does the da 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 da. Okay, that one.
It has it has the same cadence.
Yeah,
as the
it has
first
the
half.
right.
Yeah. That's I like the way you think. Yeah.
What?
And the
Boy, of
last
all the
question.
questions to get right.
To which Wyland comment does Jesper reply, Wyland, your thoughts have taken a very dark turn. I fear the Drex may be a bad influence. Was it for A, we could wake them up? B, where they torture you and make you confess? C, they won't take me alive? Or D, where they drown you and make you confess? I cannot say the context because it will reveal the answer, but yeah.
I only remember one of these options, so I'm gonna go with that one.
I'm
Okay.
just gonna guess. I gotta guess.
I feel like this is one of the moments that comes across incredibly funny based on the context. So I'm gonna make my guess based on that.
All right, so 1, 2, 3. Jeffrey and Lucero have A, and Juliana has D, and the correct answer is D, where they drown you and make you confess.
So Juliana got it right?
Yeah, Juliana
has
did.
Point.
That's right.
So
wow, I'm terrible at this.
that's all for me. And
Very nice.
Didn't suffer that much.
Okay.
That was challenging, though.
That's it.
Let me go ahead and share my screen, and we'll go
before
for
we move
the
into the last
section.
round, Danny, where are we now?
Lucero, how?
Sarah has
it.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm
Dang
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Jeff has 5 points so far. Danny has 8 points. Juliana has 7 points, and I have 3, 4, 5, 6 points.
So you lost.
Yes,
Not
I lost.
necessarily. If I get every single one of these wrong, then she gets third place.
Okay.
I don't think you will, but
Third or
she's at least not in
nothing.
first.
Third or nothing.
Oh, that's nice.
okay, there it goes. Can you see it?
Yeah, those.
Oh,
it's
these
pretty.
are pretty. I'm gonna need pictures of all these backgrounds.
Yeah, sure. You can take it if you want it.
Yeah.
Single picture. Okay, let's go for the first question. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, first question. To rescue Ines from the guards that were holding her, Jesper and Wyland disguised themselves as guards as well. What did they use to beat the guard to the ground? A pair of beaten up shears. B, a sharp hunting knife. C, a rusty crowbar. Or D, a splinter cane.
One of these sounds right to me, but I could be still very wrong. So I gotta guess.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. 3,
No, wait.
2. No,
Wait.
not yet.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You're
No,
thinking.
right.
Okay.
I'm ready now. Sorry.
Good. 3, 2, 1. Juliana. Okay. Yes, it's letter A. I'm sorry, I got it. So Jeff and Juliana got it right. It is a pair of beaten up shears.
I didn't realize you went to the next slide already. I was looking at my thingy.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. I think all of us had already. I think we
you guys were
already
had the answers up. Okay, perfect. So we got Jeff and Juliana with 1 point. Let's go to the next question. So after the tank scene, when they're about to reach shore and they are stopped by the Fjordans tell them you have a count of 10 to comply to release Kuwait. At what count did Nina swallow the parem? A, 4, B, 3, C, 2, or D, 5? So they were counting like 10, 9, 8, 7. You got it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah? Okay?
Yeah.
So let's show it in 3, 2, 1. So Danny says B, 3 at the count of 3, and Jeff and Juliana says C at the count of 2, and the correct answer is 3.
Oh, darn.
It's on chapter 40, so Danny got it right.
I thought it was like right before. I thought it was closer to when.
Yeah, that's tricky.
Like, count down to the bottom.
Let's go for the next question. So this one is a complete the quote question. Complete the quote of what Nina said to George Brown. For my country, for my people, for every blank you put to the pyre. Read what your son, George Brown. So the options are A, Kit, B, Grisha, C, Ravkan, or D, Child.
I'm pretty sure of this one.
Yeah? Okay.
I think so. More sure than the last one.
I think so.
I'm just gonna guess.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, show it up in 3, 2, 1. Wow, so the correct answer is
my second answer was I was gonna say my second answer was D.
Me too.
Grisha or Child, yeah.
I was like,
that was my second answer. I was like,
and I think this might be the only mention we have from like Fjordans actually getting children to the pyre, because we do have a lot of mentions of actual Grisha into the pyre, but never like children. Okay, let's go to the next question. Oh, 1 second here. So once they're back in the Ferlin, Ines goes to see Nina before she succumbs to the effect of the parem. They talk about how Nina would become one more Grisha horror story for the Fjordans to tell their children. What does Ines say to this? Letter A, be good or Nina Senig will find you. B, watch out or Nina Senig will come after you. C, behave or Nina Senig will get you. Or D, act properly or Nina Senig will come find you.
Yes, on this one.
You guys ready?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So. Yeah.
Answers up in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so Danny says A, Jeff has A as well, and Juliana has D. So the correct answer is letter C, behave or Nina Senig will get you. No one got it right.
We all got it wrong.
Oh, no. I confused myself because I was like, was it A? I didn't remember, and I did these questions yesterday. But yeah, it was letter C. So, how are you feeling about my questions so far?
They're kind of challenging.
Yeah, they are.
Very good.
Perfect. Let's go with the second last one. And they arrive at a meeting with Banek, and he opened the trunk full of money. Matthias made a comment criticizing something about the exchange. What was he talking about? A, the color of the money. B, the size of the trunk. C, the denomination of the bills. Or D, Jesper's gesture at seeing the money. I think this one is kind of easy. At least I find the scene funny.
I think I know what it is, but I could be really wrong too.
Me too.
I thought I was right about the Grisha being put to the pyre, and look what happened.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, sorry. 3, 2, 1, go. No changes.
I guess D.
There it goes. The correct answer is letter A, the color of the money. So Danny and Jeff got it right. Let me go and just...
I think it's like purple, isn't it?
Yeah, it's purple.
It's purple.
Did we see that on
I
the
wish
show?
our money was.
I don't think so.
Not really. We don't see a lot of currency on the show, I don't think.
We don't,
Except
right?
for like when. Well, it's because it's mainly like when they're doing the Crow Club scenes,
Yeah.
and they spend so much time with Kaz and the Crows outside of that environment
Oh,
because
but
it's not like the
But
Six of Crows scenes.
they do count the money, like when Cass brings over the stash of money for the Rapkan girl to count it, and it was like regular color money. So I don't know if it was like church money.
I can't remember now if it was like faithful to the books or not.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go for the last question. After their encounter with Banek, Cass confronts Jesper about his betrayal, which, telling one of the Dandelions they were leaving Courage, blah, blah, blah. So Jesper argues that he was locked up in the Crow Club, and if only Cass had let him, to which Cass replies, "Let you what? Play a few hands off blank?" What was the name of the game Cass mentioned? A. Tree-Man Bramble. B. The Old Lady. C. Frankenstein Marbles. Or D. Guard Merchant King.
This one I think I got.
They all sound fun, but I'm not a gambler.
I'd like to play Old Lady.
They're all made up except for the correct
Juliana,
answers.
you're always playing the old lady.
I know. I'm the resident old lady here.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Okay. And the correct answer is Tree-Man Bramble. Yes.
Hey.
Got it right.
Hey.
Perfect. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna stop sharing.
Oh, was that our last question?
Yeah,
Guys,
that's
that was our last question.
Before the final tally, I realized when I read one of my questions, something was off, and one of the answers I had as right was wrong. So can we repeat the question?
Yeah.
Which question was wrong?
My fourth question was wrong. Like the answer I gave you was wrong. So can we repeat the question? I have the right answer now.
Yes.
So,
let me just.
Okay.
I just completed.
Are you ready?
Yes.
I think no one got that right, so it's okay. Yeah. So
Which number of
That would
question it
explain
is?
it
So
then.
just so that I can change the score.
It's the fourth question. My
The
fourth
question. Okay. So yours is
Yeah,
the
no
blue
one got it right. So.
No, wait. I have this one. Oh no, wait. I'm seeing Juliana's score. I'm sorry. Fourth question. Yeah, no one got it right.
Okay.
No one got
Cool.
it right.
So we'll just start.
Because I'm keeping scores in an Excel sheet.
Oh, that's clever. So this is the fourth question. No one got it right, and when I gave you the right answer, like I gave you that something was,
Damn it! I
this
can't
one.
even remember.
And it was
what I choose.
Oh yeah, it said 12 bells, didn't it? I thought it said something different than what the choices were, but I wasn't sure. I was like,
so I'm gonna show you again the answer that was wrong. So I said that the answer was D. So in this case, it's not 11 bells, right? So that's not the correct. Wait.
Wait, what?
So is it now? Wait a minute.
I think it's 11. I think you put.
Okay,
I think it said 12
it was
bells
there.
before.
Yeah.
It was which one?
It was
10
D,
bells.
but 10 bells. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it was 10 bells.
So it was but no one chose D, right?
No.
No.
Okay.
Because we would have seen the letter D. Okay, so we're fine.
We'll just keep the score as it is then.
We're fine.
So
okay, it's okay.
It was 10 bells. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Final tally. We have on last place me. Yay! With 6 points.
Why not?
Third place we have Jeff with 8 points.
Can I get?
Yes.
Third. Oh, nothing.
Bronze medal to you. Woo. And then second place we have Juliana with 9 points.
Hey.
And Danny as our champion with 11 points.
Nice.
I'm gonna show you just to make sure that everything is legal. I'm not cheating here, and I'm showing my screen once again.
Wow,
there we go.
that's very organized.
So
wow.
Everything is nicely counted. So
wow, look at
So
you.
Juliana, I only got 2 of your questions, and with Danny and Lucero, I got 3 of each of theirs. So I got half of what they put out. I got 1/3 of what you put out, and I didn't get half of all the questions right. So that the fact that the best score that we have here is 11 out of 18. I think the real victory here is how challenging our questions were.
Yes.
Not really whether or not we
could create like a board game out of this.
Yeah, like Trivial Pursuit. Yeah,
maybe we should.
I think it's a good idea.
That's
I don't
how
think
we
that
do
exists
trivia
yet.
with each other. It's not about who can actually get the most correct answers. It's who can come up with the most challenging questions.
So who got the least points is actually the winner?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how it goes,
if you think,
right.
Yeah, you know what? Why not?
Yeah.
The person who had the least amount of correct answers from the other contestants.
Let me see.
So that would put Juliana in last place, actually, if we look at it that way, because Danny got all of her questions right.
Yeah, actually. So Juliana got 13 questions correctly answered. Well, out of her questions. Who was the first one? Jeff got 6.
Yeah.
I got 8. And Danny got 7. So that would make you a winner, Jeff, because we only got 6 of your questions.
It's weird. It's like we took the whole thing and almost, not perfectly, but you almost reversed it that way. If you look at it in terms of whose questions were the hardest instead of who got the most right answers, it's almost like we flipped the whole thing the other way around. That is cool.
That's pretty cool, yeah. So, are we going to make the questions for Cricket Kingdom going harder than they are already?
I think that's really the only thing to do.
Yeah.
Do we gotta
at this point we have to aspire to that. This is the 4th time we're doing this. This is how we do it.
Yeah.
It's harder every time.
It sounds good to me.
Okay. Well, I guess that wraps up our trivia for the day today then. Danny and Lucero, do you want to tell all the listeners where they can find you if they want to listen to your podcast?
Sure. We are at Spotify and we are on YouTube and everywhere you get your podcasts as Seis de Cuervos. And you can find us on X, formerly Twitter, and Instagram as Seis de Cuervos.
Very nice. Okay. And listeners, you know where to find Jeff. You know where to find Jeff and I. We are at Into the Fold Pod on Instagram, intothefoldpod@gmail.com. And you can find us at Into the Fold Podcast on any platform where podcasts are found, and also on YouTube, which is a fun time.
Until next time, listeners. No mourners.
No funerals.
No funerals.
Oops, I think you had a line.
Nailed it.
Yeah, that was good now.
No, perfect, flawless timing.